Yet, today, how can the artist still be a bestower of meaning, a sentinel, with a century's eye to the future, serving as both a visionary and an eyewitness? The question is all the more topical when our hyper-connected society, the net, the web, with its blogs, forums, and seemingly infinite, omnipotent, and omniscient networks, threaten artists as the builders of social relationships and disseminators of culture, explorers of learning and adventurers of the mind. At a time when everything seems to have been said, or rather, when everything seems capable of being said, it is in fact very difficult for an artist to appear as a discoverer of meaning, a necessary intermediary to illuminate the chaos of the world, strengthen social relationships, and ensure collective communication in a universe of multiple interconnections that provide every subject with a range of resources that make it both the vector of the problem and the repository of the solution. Underlying this proposition is the idea that new communication technologies can, at a single stroke, resolve both the problem of communication between oneself and the others, and that of circulation of learning and knowledge. On the one hand, by clarifying the misunderstanding inherent in social communication, and on the other by ensuring a democratic sharing of knowledge that is corollary of universal access to culture. Indeed, how can this exponential increase in technologies that connect us resolve the communication conundrum and spare us careful and critical thought about the production of meaning? Is hyperconnection the only possible way to uncover what things signify? Is there not a risk of replacing the chaos of the world with another chaos, born of the multiplicity of networks and the loss of benchmarks? How can interconnection guarantee a better, in particular a more accurate, grasp of reality? Rapid and easy access to the various fields of learning and to all the rumors and rumblings in the world cannot replace individual negotiation of the pathways of knowledge and discovery, and do not take away the necessity of learning. We would therefore do well to clear away some of the mist surrounding people's ideas about the new networks of learning and communication spawned by new technologies. As the multimedia capacities of computers have expanded, they have opened the way to possibilities for new exploration and digital creation. But this does not make all of us potential creators, nor relegate artists to the archives of history. This is not the first time the arrival of new technology in the world of the arts has created upheaval in modes of representation and shattered the very concept of beauty. Painting, sculpture, and drawing have already been joined by collages, photography, happenings, performance art, video art, and installations. In 1935, when Walter Benjamin published the work of Art in the Age of Mechanical Reproduction, he tried to draw political and aesthetic lessons from the mechanization of the artistic process. He anticipated that technology's ability to reproduce works of art through lithography and photography would lead to the loss of the author's aura and the unique work of art. He predicted that uniqueness would be replaced by ubiquity. Today, the computer poses an even more radical problem. It is both potentially the best and the least appropriate tool for artistic expression. The best because never before has a single tool made it possible to produce and process sound, images, text, and format at the same time. It has opened the door to multimedia production. With a computer, one person is now capable of results that the otherwise could not achieve without monumental, not to say superhuman effort. We can only marvel at the feat, provided we do not forget that in many cases, the machine does what it can do and not necessarily what we want. Thus, there is a new and inescapable technological challenge confronting artists in their relationship with the public and with society. Many creators are aware of it, and their work is a reminder that a necessary function of art is to be provocative. In their work, they stress the importance of taking possession of the tools of technology and interconnection, the use of which they often push at an extreme, as if to test their limits. It is their way of embracing simulation and imitation, and of questioning the artificiality of this earthly machine in which we live. This leads to the production of works, in Canada, those of Vera Frankel, His Van Cantor, Dominique Blain in Quebec, and a few others come to mind, that dismantle closed systems of power, communication, politics, and aesthetics. The task of the genuine artist is to refuse to yield to the power of the machine and to make their act of resistance and artistic defiance of the stifling system of technological control. In so doing, the artist reveals how technology can transform human minds and body into a colossal robotic machine. The artist's critical attitude is essential in a society in danger of losing its way in the illusion of a technological hyperconnection through which we can magically transcend the boundaries between us, whether those of overpowering individualism or prejudice. By rejecting a roseate view of new technologies, the artist thus responds to the urgency of destroying the illusion, implying that new media, by their very nature, will bring us closer together as citizens. There remain many solitudes we have yet to bridge, and to help us, we are in dire need of artists who can decipher the chaos of our world. Art and beauty are still essential in our relationship with the infinite enigma of the meaning of the universe and of our humanity. This is why we must encourage and protect art and artists, celebrate their presence, and acknowledge the need for them in our cities and throughout our country. At Rideau Hall, we believe that the relationship between culture and society in all its diversity is a vital engine of our living together. Hence, our priority is to help develop and encourage dialogue among citizens across Canada by all democratic means, emphasizing the creative contribution of our young people and the energy of emerging cultures. The Governor General's Awards and the Art Matters Forum that now precedes each ceremony clearly show the Governor General's and my commitment to recognizing the role played by creators and the social role played by their creations. Let's hope Canadians become more and more aware and have a clearer understanding of how vital arts and culture are to the development of a healthy and harmonious society.